Hello students, good afternoon. Welcome to the chemistry class of electrochemistry. In last class, we have discussed about some of the numericals regarding the conductance, resistance, specific resistance and molar conductance and equivalent conductance. And today we will discuss the rest of the numericals. Okay, and also the factors affecting to the conductance. Okay, so the numerical will be when a solution of specific conductance of 1.342 into 10 to the power minus 2 ohm inverse cm inverse was placed in a cell with parallel electrodes. The resistance was found to be 170.5 ohm inverse. If the area of the electrode is 1.86 square cm, then find the cell constant and distance between the electrodes. Okay, so in this question we know that, so when a solution of specific conductance, so in this question the specific conductance is given, was placed in a cell, electrolytic cell with parallel electrodes and two electrodes are dipped in it. The resistance is 170.5 ohm and the area of the electrode is given 1.86 square cm. So we will calculate the cell constant and the distance between the electrodes. Okay, distance between the electrode means the length, and the cell constant we will calculate. Okay, so we will write the question. When a solution of specific conductance 1.342 into 10 to the power minus 2 ohm inverse cm inverse then was placed in a cell with parallel electrodes The resistance was found to be was found to be 170.5 ohm. So in the area of the electrode is the area of the electrode is 1.86 square cm. Then find the cell constant and distance between the electrodes. Find the cell constant and distance between two electrodes. Okay, so in this question it is given that the specific conductance is given 1.342 10 to the power minus 2 ohm inverse cm inverse, which is placed with a parallel electrodes, and the resistance is found to be 170.5 ohm, and the area of the electrodes are given 1.86 square cm. So we will find the cell constant and the distance between the two electrodes. Okay, so the distance between two electrodes means we have to calculate the length of the electrode. Okay, so we will work out this. So the answer will be, it is given that we know that specific conductance is given. We know that we know that specific conductance means kappa. Specific conductance kappa means 1 by 1 by rho. We know that the specific resistance is reciprocal to specific conductance, and specific resistance is rho, so the specific conductance is 1 by rho. And also we know that L into RA, so L equal to length, R equal to the resistance, and A equal to the area of the cross section. And why it is L by R into A? So R equal to rho into L by A. So from this we have mentioned here. So kappa equal to L by R into A. Okay. So we can calculate from that. We know that specific conductance. So we can easily calculate the length. Okay, length L equal to we can calculate. So L equal to K into R into A. Okay, so therefore length. Okay, the distance between the two electrodes means L equal to K into R into A. L equal to K means kappa into R into A. So kappa means the specific conductance is given, that is 1.342 into 10 to the power minus 2 into, then resistance is given 170.5 into, then the area is given 1.86, area of the cross section 1.86. So the calculated value will be 4.256 cm. Okay, so 4.256 cm. You just calculate the value, you will get the answer. The 4.256 cm. You will get the length, means the distance between the two electrodes. Okay, so the distance between two electrodes we have calculated, and again we can calculate the cell constant. Okay, the cell constant means so mathematically we know that the cell constant equal to L by A. Cell constant equal to L by A. Okay, so L by A equal to K kappa into R. Okay, kappa into R. So kappa equal to L by RA. So L by A equal to kappa into R. So we can write kappa, the value of kappa is given, that is 1.342 into 10 to the power minus 2 into R equal to, the resistance is given, that is 170.5. So the value that I have calculated, that is 2.228 cm inverse. Okay, so we can calculate the value by taking the specific conductance kappa equal to L by RA. Okay, kappa equal to, the specific conductance is mentioned here, kappa equal to L by RA. So L equal to length of the wire, length of the conductor electrode, and R equal to resistance, A equal to the area of the cross section. Okay, so this is all about the numericals of related to the conductances, specific conductance. The next topic we will discuss, that is factor affecting to the conductance. So what are the factors affect to the conductance? Factors affecting to the conductance. Factors affecting to the conductance. So there are a number of factors which impact the conductance, the conductivity, and some of the factors are the nature of the electrolyte, and the concentration of the solution, and the third one is the temperature. So these are the factors which affect the conductivity of a electrode, okay, of an electrolytic solution. So first we will discuss what is the nature of the electrolyte. We know that the more number of ions produce the conductivity of a electrolyte itself. Okay, so it depends upon that the conductance of a solution depends upon the nature of the electrolyte. Okay, whether it is strong electrolyte or weak electrolyte, we have to see first. Okay, so first we will discuss nature of the electrolyte. So from the nature of the electrolyte, the conduction of the conduction of solution depends upon the nature of the electrolyte. First, it depends upon the nature of the electrolyte. Nature of the electrolyte means whether it is a strong electrolyte or weak electrolyte. First of all, we have to know, and we know that the greater the formation of ion, means the greater the conductivity. Means when more number of ions will form, then the conduction will be more. And also we know that in a strong electrolyte, the degree of dissociation is more. It means that they can dissociate the electrolytes. The electrolytes can dissociate completely and they form their respective ions. Okay, the complete dissociation brings about the formation of number of ions. Okay, so the point 3, we can see that the strong electrolytes like HCl, NaCl, okay, H2SO4. So these are the strong electrolytes. They completely dissociate, completely dissociates to form the ions. Okay, so the complete dissociation of these strong electrolytes brings about the formation of number of ions, and as usual we know that the more number of ions formation brings about the conductivity of an electrolyte. Okay, so and also we know that for a weak electrolyte, again we will write, for a weak electrolyte like NaOH and acetic acid does not undergo complete dissociation. Means the formation of ions are less, so they are unable to produce a number of ions, and their conductivity capacity also less. Okay, so these are all about the nature of the electrolyte. It means that the more number of formation of ion brings about the conductivity of a electrolytic cell, means the reduction process is carried out in an electrolytic cell. So the stronger electrolyte forms more number of ions, whereas the weak electrolytes forms less number of ions. Okay, so these are all about the nature of the electrolyte. So next we will discuss now what is the concentration of the solution. For the concentration of the solution, means if you take that 1 gram equivalent of substance, 1 gram equivalent or equivalent conductance or molar conductance, here the concentration of solution. Concentration of solution. So concentration of solution means the equivalent conductance and the molar conductance depends upon the concentration of the solution. Concentration of the solution, which depends upon the concentration of the solution. The equivalent conductance and molar conductance. So in last class we have discussed about the equivalent conductance. So what do you mean by equivalent conductance? It means that the total number of ions, means all the ions produced, okay, when 1 gram equivalent of substance is dissolved in a aqueous solution. And molar conductance means when all ions forms electricity when the number of moles of substance, means 1 mole of substance is dissolved and forms the number of ions, they can conduct electricity. So the equivalent conductance and molar conductance depends upon the concentration of the solution. It means that when the concentration of the solution, when it will be diluted, okay, when the solution will be diluted, the formation of more ions takes place. Okay, means the increase of ion forms during the dilution. It means that when the concentrated substance will be diluted, then there will be a more possibility of formation of number of ions. Okay, so we know that the formation of number of ions brings about the conductivity and the conduction. So when we increase of ion forms during the dilution, means if you take a concentrated solution, then we will make it dilution. Then if we comparison between, if there is a comparison between the concentration and the dilution, means the production of ions will be more in the dilution as compared to the concentration. Okay, concentration rate कम amount of ion formation होगा, whereas dilution rate more number of ion formation होगा. Okay, बुझे पारले? So for the equivalent conductance and molar conductance, equivalent conductance means when 1 gram equivalent of substance is dissolved in an aqueous solution, then if it is diluted, then more number of ions will be formed. So the conduction of electricity and the conductivity will increase. Suppose 1 mole of substance is become the dilution, then the number of production of ions will be more. So the key point we have noticed that here means the dilution will be more when the probability of dilution will be more and the formation of ions can take place. Okay, this is all about the concentration of the solution. So concentration of the solution, which is varies in a strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte, variations. So means the variation of molar conductance with dilution for strong electrolyte. Variation of molar conductance, the variation of molar conductance with dilution for strong electrolyte, with dilution for strong electrolyte. And also another one, the variation of molar conductance with dilution for weak electrolytes. So the variation of molar conductance with dilution for weak electrolyte. So what is the variations are found? Variation means here we know that for a strong electrolyte, first of all we will discuss the variation of strong electrolyte. We know that the strong electrolyte means they completely dissociates. The strong electrolytes dissociates completely, and forms the more number of ions. So the conductance, the conductivity of the strong electrolyte is more. So far as if there is a infinite dilution, means the dilution approaches to zero. When the dilution is approaches to zero, then it is called molar conductance at infinite dilution. Okay, means the conductivity will decrease. Okay, so when the strong electrolyte means the conductivity approaches zero, then the conduction of ions will be less. Okay, then the conduction of ion, the formation of ion means the ion formation is less. Ion formation is less. So in this state, when the strong electrolyte approaches to the conductivity approaches to zero, then the molar conductance, we can say that molar conductance at infinite dilution. Okay, molar conductance at infinite dilution. It means we can say that lambda m degree. Okay, so we can write lambda m degree. Okay, when the variation of molar conductance with dilution means it approaches zero, or the molar conductance at infinite dilution, then the conductivity is approaches to zero, then we can write that lambda m degree. Okay, so this is all about the variation of molar conductance with dilution for a strong electrolyte. Next we will discuss for a weak electrolyte. For a weak electrolyte. So what does we found that what is the weak electrolyte approaches to the infinite dilution? We know that the weak electrolyte means undergoes the complete incomplete dissociation, means they cannot dissociate completely to form their respective ions, means they are partially dissociated to form their positive and negative ions, means their conductivity is less. Okay, so the weak electrolyte dissociates, cannot dissociate completely. So the conductivity is less. Conductivity is less. Okay. So when they means the formation of ion is less, so that the conductivity is less. So when they approach the zero, means when they approach the infinite dilution, when they approach infinite dilution means they will form the more number of ions. Okay, they will form more ions. So the formation of more ions brings about the conductivity of a substance. Okay, brings about the conductivity of a substance. So it is for a weak electrolyte we can say that acetic acid when undergoes the infinite dilution means when acetic acid CH3COOH approaches 0 means it undergoes infinite dilution, then it will form a number of ions. So this is all about the variation of molar conductance with dilution for a weak electrolyte. So the last one which is temperature. So temperature also affects the conduction of the conductivity. So temperature is a factor which affects the conductivity of a substance. When the rise of 2 degree Celsius temperature varies the conductivity. Okay, when the rise of 2 degree temperature varies the conductivity, or we can say that the conductivity of a solution varies with temperature if increased by about the 2% of degree with rise in temperature. So this is all about the factors which are affecting to the conduction. Okay. So today we have done a numerical regarding the specific conductance, electrolytic conductance and molar conductance. Okay, and we have calculated the length and also the cell constant, and also a major thing we have discussed, that is the factors affecting to the conductance. The number of factors are the nature of the electrolyte and concentration of the solution and also the temperature. So in concise manner I will explain that nature of the concentration means the electrolytes depends upon the electrolytes means the strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. Strong electrolytes forms the more number of ions, so that the conductivity will increase, and the weak electrolyte forms less number of ions, so the conductivity will decrease. Okay, it means that the greater the ion means the conductivity is more, and also the concentration of the solution. So if we take that 1 gram equivalent of equivalent conductance and molar conductance, then equivalent conductance, when the concentration means if you will dilute it, then the production of ions will be more. So it can be for a equivalent conductance, or it can be a molar conductance. Okay, so what is the variations are found for the molar conductance of a strong electrolyte? So the variation means, we know that the molar conductance means greater the formation of ion, greater the conductivity, and the strong electrolytes forms the number of ions, so their production of conductivity will be more. But in case of the molar conductance which is approach 0 means the infinite dilution, means the conductivity will be less. Okay, and when the variation of molar conductance for a weak electrolyte, we know that the weak electrolytes, the formation of ions are less and the conductivity also less. So when it attain means the approaches to zero, or means the molar conductance at infinite dilution for a weak electrolyte, then the production of ions will be more. Okay, so and also the temperature is a factor, means when it increase the 2 degree rise in temperature, the variations are found of conductivity. Okay, so these are all about the factors affecting the conductivity of a electrolyte conductance. Okay, I hope all of you understood, and if you have any doubts and any queries, then you can call me, and you can ping me at through WhatsApp. Okay, thank you very much.